Hi, this is Rebecca with Magic Carpet Cuisine. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about seaweed and how versatile it is and how amazing. The first seaweed we're going to start off with is Irish moss. It's high in iodine, high in protein. It's good for balancing blood sugar. It's good for viral and bacterial infections. All these things that'll help strengthen your immune system. So what you need to do if you're going to make anything with Irish moss is you soak it in a little bit of water for 4 to 24 hours. I soaked this one overnight. When you smell it, it smells just like the ocean. It smells so good. So I always do that every time I'm getting ready to rinse it. So what I'm going to do is, it has sand particles because it's harvested from the ocean. So it's got sand and dirt. So I'm going to just rinse it off thoroughly after it's been soaking for 24 hours. And when all the sand and dirt is out, then I'm going to stick it in the blender. That's a small handful. And just add a little bit of liquid, not too much. That's less than a half a cup so far. What I'm doing is I just want enough to help it blend. We're not trying to make it very liquidy because in the end you want it to be like a gel that you can add a tablespoon of it to your smoothies, to your raw soups, or to any kind of drink that you're making. Blend thoroughly, and right now it's kind of watery, but when you let it sit for about an hour or hour or so in a jar, a storage jar, then it's going to turn into a gel. And with that gel, like I said, you just add a tablespoon or more, but it's really good for balancing blood sugar. You get the extra minerals. It like I said, it's high in antioxidants, protein, iodine, calcium. And it also makes things smooth and creamy. That's the whole thing. It's an emulsifier, and it turns into a gel. So say you're making a salad dressing and you want to add maybe half the oil that you normally use, then just add a little Irish moss and you'll still get that creamy texture. Really nice. Okay, so that's Irish moss. That's a little bit about that. And the next thing I'm going to show you is Dulse. That's another type of seaweed. It's really soft. It has kind of like a lettuce consistency. And dark purple. So what we're going to do with this Dulse is, I know, being vegan for several years, to me it has a salty bacon flavor. I don't know if it has a bacon flavor to the hardcore carnivores, but it's very tasty, added on sandwiches. So what I did here is I made some flax bread with some nut milk pulp leftovers. But you can use whatever bread that you want. If you've made your own bread. And also I've made a creamy spread here. It's like an Asian miso mayonnaise, my own version of it. So I'm using this as a spread for the sandwich. And after that I'm going to add a couple slices of cucumber here. And break this one in half. And a little bit of sea salt on the cucumbers. And some tomato. And then next, on top of that, I'm going to add some part of this Dulse. And after it's exposed to the moisture, it's going to get a little more flexible. But like I said, it's like a salty bacon-like flavor. And I will add some avocado. So if you're new to raw foods and you have no experience whatsoever, then you can use some kind of bread like Ezekiel bread or some kind of wasa cracker or something like that. But if you have a dehydrator or access to dehydrated bread, then that would be preferable if you're going along to make a raw food meal. Okay, so a little bit of avocado, and put the lid on it here. And I don't think I mentioned what Dulse is good for, but Dulse actually has vitamin D in it, and so many people are finding out or being told that they're vitamin D deficient, so that's really good. What else? It has B complex vitamins. It's good for supporting the adrenals. That's what happens when we get stressed. Our adrenals are taxed. So if you can see that, little sandwiches there. You got something that's going to feed your body with a lot of minerals. Also, this type of seaweed is good for combating viral and bacterial infections. And like I said, thyroid support, adrenal support, B complex vitamins, protein, iron, lots of good things in this sandwich. And that's Dulse. Okay, the last one that we're going to get to is the raw nori. This is probably something that most people have seen before. It's used for sushi. But today I'm just going to take out one of these, and like I said, I'm not going to go into telling you how I made this, but this is made with fermented miso paste and some different seasonings. But like I said, if you're just trying to dip your toe into the water in the raw foods and trying to figure out what to do, this is a good thing to transition with, miso mayo. It's made with non-GMO soy also, fermented soy. So it has a different effect on your body as opposed to something that's made with genetically modified soy. Okay, so let me grab one of these seaweed nori sheets out of here. And this is going to be like an Asian wrap. So I'm just putting this right on the paper there. And I'm going to add some avocado. A lot of similar ingredients to what I did with the sandwich. Just kind of spread it out a little bit. And I'm going to add some sliced cucumber. And like I said, with a little bit of sea salt on there. And a little bit of cayenne. Give it a little kick. And I have some bean sprouts here. A little bit of chopped basil. That's a really good flavor. And we have some lettuce. And what else? You can really be creative and put carrots and bell peppers or whatever you want. I'm going to add a little more of this sauce here. And voila. There you have an Asian wrap. And once again, this seaweed is high in protein and calcium and the B complex vitamins. It's good for lowering cholesterol, high blood pressure, and it's also good for viral and bacterial infections. So I just wanted to give you a little overview of some of the seaweeds, but there's tons more. This book right here, Seaweed, if you want more information on it, it's so informative. It goes into lots of details on what the uses are for seaweed as far as food, also making masks and body wraps out of it. And if you want more information on what I do, here's my website, magiccarpetcuisine.com. This is a copy of my recipe book, which you can also get by visiting my website. So thanks a lot, and I hope you get a chance to make some seaweed in your own kitchen. Okay, take care. Bye.